Most people never realize how close they are to a breakthrough. One decision, one moment of courage, one bold choice. That's all it takes to redirect the course of your entire life. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is often not measured in years. It's measured in clarity, in commitment, in courage. And that gap can be closed faster than you believe if you are willing to decide. Yet so many remain stuck, trapped in routines, numb to their potential. A real decision cuts off all other options. It doesn't leave room for excuses. But you moved anyway. And once you did, life began to respond. It doesn't rely on the weather or other people or motivation to show up. It simply declares, this is the new path. This is the new standard. This is who I am now. Haunted by the thought that something greater is out there, but not knowing how to reach it. The truth is, you are not as far away from that life as you think. Deciding to forgive. Deciding to start. Constantly analyzing. Constantly debating. Constantly doubting. They live in the land of almost. Almost committed. Almost ready. Almost confident. But not quite. It often comes from action. Waiting to feel ready is a trap. You don't get confidence by sitting still. You build it by moving forward. Now, think about the peace, the power, the freedom waiting for you on the other side of that decision. Everything changes the moment you decide. Not wish, not hope, not try, but decide. And once you do, the path begins to unfold. There is a power in decision that most people underestimate. You move with more purpose. You no longer tolerate what drains you. You protect your energy. You invest your time wisely. You become magnetic. Because people feel the difference in someone who is clear and committed. Think back to any major shift in your life. It started with a decision. Maybe it was uncomfortable. Maybe it scared you. When you stop drifting and start directing. When you decide that average is no longer acceptable. When you raise your standards and back it up with consistent action. One decision can put you on a path that aligns with your purpose. One decision can give you momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Because life doesn't respond to indecision, it responds to boldness. Most people never see the change they want because they stay in limbo. The difference between those who grow and those who remain stuck is not intelligence or resources, it's decisiveness. The ability to say, I'm done with how things are. I'm choosing something better. One decision can shatter limiting beliefs that have held you hostage for years. But often, the most powerful decisions are small in action and huge in impact. You might think the change you need is massive, that it requires total reinvention. Deciding to finally speak up, deciding to stop settling, deciding to leave the comfort zone, deciding to take care of your health. Not tomorrow, not next week. You see, clarity doesn't always come before action. You don't need to know the entire plan. You just need to decide to take the next right step. Think about the life you want. Think about who you would be if you stopped making excuses. Your life doesn't change when you get lucky. It changes when you get intentional. But none of that happens without a decision. Here's what happens when you truly decide. You start showing up differently. You speak with more certainty. The moment you decide, your world starts to realign. Opportunities begin to appear. People show up. Resources become visible. But those things don't arrive until after the decision. There is a life version of you that is waiting. Stronger, sharper, more fulfilled, more alive. But you will not meet that version until you decide to leave behind the one who is surviving. Letting go is hard. Change is uncomfortable. But so is staying stuck. Every time you talk yourself out of growth, you shrink. Every moment you choose fear over faith, you remain where you are. Every day you delay the decision, you delay the results. But the opposite is also true. Every bold decision expands you. Every moment of discomfort refines you. Every risk taken builds your resilience. A result of the choices you make today is the habits you reinforce, the boundaries you set, it's the environment you create, the thoughts you allow, the actions you repeat. And eventually, those small decisions add up to a life that looks nothing like the one you left behind. It may never arrive. Don't wait for guarantees. There are none. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. They rarely come. Don't wait for approval. That the life you read dreaming about is on the other side of a single moment of courage. And that courage is already inside you. Wait for nothing. Decide. The future you want is not a fantasy. It's a result. Choose discipline over distraction. Choose action over avoidance. Choose faith over fear. Choose growth over comfort. Choose your future over your past. What action have you been postponing? And it all begins with one decision. What if you made it now? What if today you decided to stop living on autopilot? To stop pretending that you have time? To stop waiting for a sign? And remember, the life you want is not found in the distant future. It begins with one bold, committed choice today. What if you became the sign? What if you became the one who changes everything? You are one decision away from waking up with peace, from walking with purpose, from building something meaningful, from healing something broken, from becoming someone extraordinary. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are one decision away. This is your reminder that nothing changes until you do. So choose. Choose clarity over confusion. Your next level is waiting, and it doesn't care where you started. It only cares that you start. So ask yourself right now, what decision have you been avoiding? What truth have you been ignoring? Make the decision, not next week, not when it feels right. Now, because this moment is all you have. And one decision in this moment can change everything. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs the same reminder.